Hello, welcome everyone to our Big Brother 24 CAS assessment. Welcome. It's time. It's the summer, y'all.
We're
It's the
here.
summer. Summer's here.
Officially summer.
Summertime and the living is easy.
It's so good. So good to see you guys back. We last time we chatted, it was the Survivor finale time. CJ, we haven't seen you since Celebrity Big Brother. Happy
I
to
know
have
it's
you
been a
back.
while.
I know.
Been a
Let me
while.
let me introduce everybody. We have Kiley here. Kylie, say what's up.
What's up?
You guys know she's the queen. She's been here from the beginning for the fans. We have Sheldon here, who took care of a lot of our
Hello.
Canadian Big Brother coverage. That was Sheldon as the lead there. We got CJ here, who helped out with Celebrity Big Brother every step along the way. And then you have me, Kevin. We're back. It's Big Brother time. And I'm really, really, really excited to just
Okay,
break
who
into
who
this.
has been thinking about this cast reveal for weeks? And
Everyone.
why Riley? It's
Yeah.
taken
Everyone.
forever. What were they doing?
I think.
I'm
Do you want a real answer? Or do you want a
No,
funny answer?
I just want to complain.
I mean, it has been, I will give them like a week and a half beforehand, but it's been long enough. And then not only that, but then they make us wait halfway through the day today. And so, like,
Well,
every hour that passed, I was like, okay, they're just playing with our emotions.
the thing that I actually don't understand at all is just from a business perspective. Like they gave nothing until the day before like the show premieres. How does that make any? Do a tour of the house, get some old house guests to do some like they gave us nothing. What were they like do they want us? Do they want this season to fail?
I mean, I don't even watch like commercials, but you didn't see anything. Like I saw Challenge USA ads, never saw
Mhm.
anything for Big Brother. I watch Big Brother All Stars on Paramount Plus every week.
Yep.
Nothing.
Challenge All Stars.
Challenge All Stars, yeah.
And I
Nothing.
think really what it was that they're like, listen, guys, this is me, CBS marketing team, right? I'm sitting there, guys, how great were the cookout? Right? How great were the cookout? How can we get them back on television and monetize them? Jim, what about the Challenge USA? Yes. Let's make sure we promote that and get that going. And so I was like, what about the next season of Big Brother? You shut up. We need to do the Challenge USA.
Hold on. Okay, but that makes I get that, but that makes no sense because what you're actually saying is the series is over.
It's kind of, but it's like not because
They-
Big Brother Survivor, they have they ebb and flow, right?
Yeah.
They ebb and flow.
Yeah, but you
And
can't. But how do you know that it's the ebb or the flow until the people are cast and the season?
You're right. No, you're 100% right. I think they said that we need to strike when it's hot. Last season's cast was so good that we could go with the cookout. We can go with Alyssa and how she was duped by the cookout. We could go with DX and how he was duped by the cookout. We have so much gold to mine from the cookout, which is the wrong strategy, in my opinion. I just want to make sure that's clear. But I think that's feel like what it's been like with all the challenge coverage we've seen over the last 2 weeks. Like
Mhm.
TJ's doing multiple interviews with
Right.
multiple. Has TJ ever talked to Sharon before over at US Weekly?
Who's
No.
Sharon?
TJ lives in his
Wow.
own world, doing
Yeah.
challenge
What's a
shit.
TJ?
Well, even Sheldon, we got Sheldon out here watching the first season of the challenge ever because it's this Challenge USA. TJ Sharon is the lead reality reporter, if you will, for US Weekly, and she's over here sitting down with TJ for an interview because it was the relevant content at the time.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that they just need to be very happy that the BB fan base can carry this because, the fan base is out here. We've got videos of people. We got siblings coming out the woodwork and all kinds of stuff. And so they just were like, you know what? It's fine. We don't need to promote it. We're just going to let BB Twitter take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Oh.
maybe what happened was that extra 250 they threw to the winner. That was their entire marketing budget.
Well,
Do we have confirmation that
Throwing
this
it out
season do we have confirmation that this season is also 750?
Yes. Sharon said
Yes.
in one of her things on US Weekly when she was covering it,
all right.
and Mike Bloom talked about it in Parade. Yeah.
Okay.
So this season we have a new cast, but before we talk about the new cast, we here at For the Fans Entertainment are trying to get more and more subscribers, trying to get the subscribers up. So we will be giving, when we get to how many, Kylie? 250? When we get to 250 subscribers, everyone that is subscribed will be able to win this Power of Veto.
Power of Veto.
That's right. We got one for you people. We will send it to you. We will.
And
go ahead.
It's really heavy, and it will probably have a little autograph on the back side.
We'll get it.
Is that from Kiley? Is that from Kiley?
Not from Kiley. It'll be a former,
not autograph from me, a former
house guest
player.
We'll get a former house guest to autograph it, and we will throw it out there, and we will send it to you.
And maybe some other Big Brother swag.
Who knows? If we get to 500 people, we're going to give away. Show them, Kylie. Show them. Tell them. This HOH robe.
Wow. Your very own HOH robe.
So tell all the people that you know that are fans to subscribe. That way, every person that has subscribed, even you day ones, will be entered in the drawing for either the veto, or you'll also be entered in there for the HOH robe once we get to those number of subscribers. So we wanted to say that at the top of the show, so that way everyone knew.
Everybody loves presents.
For your information, Aaron Grease will not be the one signing.
More than likely, she will not be.
She will not be.
It'll probably not be Aaron from BB15. That's a good distinction. It'll probably also not be anyone from BBOTT. As great as that cast was, they don't count for this.
Would you believe I never watched that season?
No, it was a really good season.
The only BBOTT, the only Big Brother season I've never watched.
Cornbread, the Willits, there's fantastic season. You can go back and check it out. You should do it.
Okay.
You should do it. So, you guys ready to jump into this cast assessment, this breakdown? We're going to start with the A's. We have, I'm going to pull up their pictures on the screen. We're going to chat about them. We're going to have some fun. At the very end, we're going to do a little bit of a drafty draft. Because, we love a good draft around here. So, first up, we have Alyssa Snyder, 24, from Sarasota, Florida. She's a marketing rep. Hello. Yes. That is what I'm talking about. We got another Alyssa from Florida.
From Sarasota, Florida.
From Sarasota.
They were like, hey, another way that we can save on the budget, let's just get people with the same name. Alyssa from Sarasota, Florida.
Do they pay per character on the graphics? Is that
they said we don't really have to do them. We don't have to redo the graphics to save some time. We're getting this out the day before.
Good.
We got our name board ready. Slide it in there. Let's go.
So what do you guys think about, just off initial looks, what are the thoughts on Alyssa?
Well, she's a cutie.
I like her top, like her smile.
I expect her to be super bubbly, be
hold on.
That's the little sister of the house.
I'm sorry, Kevin, that is not a top. It is nothing. It is lingerie. She's not wearing a top.
I wouldn't call it a lingerie. If anything, it's like a mermaid top. Like I get some.
She looks like a mermaid, exactly.
It's a scarf. It's a scarf she wrapped around herself. But continue with the CJ.
Well, I like her scarf. It's very nice shimmery red. One of the things that really stood out for me in Alyssa's profile here on Parade.com. What type of players would you least want to work with? She doesn't want to work with any loud, obnoxious players. Those are the players that rock the boat the most. And she is right, unless you're Josh. Because apparently Josh could do whatever he wanted and still won. It was mainly like a Paul loss, but whatever. But it's initial thoughts. Give them to me.
Okay, so let me not be so kind. I'm sorry, folks. I watched the 40 minutes of video we had of the house guest today. Every time she came on the screen, I was like, who is that? Because I kept on forgetting who she was. I feel really bad to say this, but she was a little bit forgettable for me, which partially makes me think that she was brought onto the cast as a little bit of a love interest for Kyle, who we're going to talk about later. That's my initial thoughts.
I don't know about. I mean, I don't know if she was brought in just to be some dude's showman's. Like that's not like exactly.
Well, that's
Excuse
what you
me,
said
I'm
JC
giving you
Lynn
the hot
was.
takes. You don't want the hot takes? I'm giving them to you.
I'll give you the listen. I did when I looked at Jace and I looked at Gino.
Yes.
That was like and BB Can. So CJ, when we did the BB Can assessment, I pegged on the nose this couple. I looked right at this girl JC Lynn.
Okay.
I looked at this dude Gino, and I said that's gonna be a showmance. Then I looked at another girl, Stephanie, and I said she's gonna try to make a showmance with Gino, and it's not gonna work because JC Lynn's gonna beat her to the punch because JC Lynn's cuter than Stephanie.
He was right.
That's exactly what happened.
But here's the thing: Elisa is not JC Lynn. JC Lynn was an athlete. This is not an athlete. JC Lynn was quite bright. Maybe
we don't know if she's an athlete because we don't know anything about him.
Well, I'm just looking and I'm like, perfect match for John. That's all I see.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna side with Sheldon on this from the video in US Weekly's stuff. She just nothing that she said. I was like, okay, this is it. This is my girl. This is who I'm gonna ride it out with this season. One of the things that was asked of them in those videos was like, if you get to the end, would you rather be with an ally or someone you know that you can beat? And she chose an ally, and that is like a big red flag for me. So
unless she's
it's funny though, because like you had a bunch of people in there who were saying, I'm going to take someone that I know I can beat, but you don't see that in the house all the time. Because a lot of times once you're in there and you're like surrounded by these people, you think, oh man, I'm playing an A+ game. I can beat anyone. Meanwhile, everybody on the outside is like, this fool is stupid. There's no way they beat that person. But you know you gassed yourself up. You made it that far. She might actually think she's the best player when really she gets dragged along.
Sure. And I mean, that's the risk that they all run, I suppose. But, you want to have that self-awareness, like we keep referencing BB Can, but it was such a great season with a great winner. Kevin decides to take the person that he knows he can absolutely demolish. And from the outside, you didn't think that he would be a 0-vote finalist. Well, I guess he got 1 vote. But, Kevin got on there and he knew his game and he knew who he could beat and he did the damn thing. So.
This is true. That did happen to BB Can, but Kevin played a top tier game.
Yeah.
Alyssa would have to be playing a top tier game to get to that kind of situation.
I will say that I don't get the sense from looking at the cast as a whole as we have too many enormous strategists here. I think we have a couple. I don't see big strategy here. I don't see big moves. I'll probably be wrong.
Actually, what I just said right there about Kevin was wrong, but it actually proves my point even more. And it's that Josh took Kevin to the end because Josh did not know. Josh thought Kevin was the GOAT and thought that his game was great. And then Kevin gets up there and demolishes him. And that proves like he chose to go with, the GOAT in his perception. So I don't know. It's interesting.
I don't know. Initial vibe, I'm looking at Alyssa. She's someone that's just going to make it to jury because she's a number that's going to be non-threatening. And then you're just going to cut her when it's time to get down to the alliances.
Yep.
I think so too. We'll see how Alyssa lands. I'm not really sure, but I'm feeling her. I am feeling her initial vibes.
Pre-jury or jury member?
I think CJ's right. I think she'll be there for a bit. I wouldn't be surprised if she's in the showman's and then somehow ends up going.
I mean, remember, if you make it a month, you're jury at this point. It's not hard to make jury.
It's an 85-day game. So
yeah, I mean, four or five people are pre-jury. I don't think necessarily Pops is one that won't be in the jury.
Correct. So jury. Next up, we have Amira Jones. Amira Jones, beautiful smile. She's 31 from Westminster, Maryland. She is a content designer. Not quite sure what that is. Off initial looks, Kiley, what you thinking?
I love her. I love all of the answers that she gave. She's just
I'll finish her looks, Kylie. We're talking about just her aesthetic.
looks.
We'll dig into it.
She is just so cute and just kind of wholesome.
She looks pretty wholesome. I like this top that she's wearing. Is this a top, Sheldon?
Yeah, that's a top. That's a blouse. That's a blouse.
A blouse. This nice blouse that she is wearing. I like the smile. She seems with her hair pulled back like that. I think she's just like a wholesome woman.
Girl next door.
CJ, initial thoughts on her?
Yes.
Okay.
My fear about her is that, so first of all, in her video, she didn't come off as wholesome. Her picture looked wholesome 100%, but in the video, she actually came up as somebody who's a lot smarter than that, maybe a player. I wasn't as certain about a lot of her reads, in truth, in the video, so I am actually not so sure how well she will do. But there were some reads that I was listening to. I was like, yeah, I don't like that. That's not how I would play.
And I kind of agree with you because from her video, she was talking like this. She was the smartest person in the room, which in a room by yourself, I hope you're the smartest person in the room. But like in the house, she can't be coming up to people like she's the smartest person in the room. She's kind of be planting those seeds like Tiffany did last year and playing chess while everybody else is playing checkers.
So she said that she's pretty straightforward and pretty authentic. And that's going to be either a good thing or a bad thing. She's just going to tell it like it is. Do you think that's going to be a problem in the house?
I think it can be with the wrong person.
Yeah. To me, I actually think her sort of, the picture version of her that we see should be the girl that goes into that house for the first month and a half. Like, if she could chill, she could play dainty, play nice, be everybody's friend, not seem too strategic. She does have a chance. She's not dumb. She's got brains. She could do some things. I think that if she goes in headstrong, we got a problem.
So I disagree with y'all a lot. I literally agreed with you on Alyssa last round. So rewind the tape about 2 minutes. So she just came across like, Sheldon, you mentioned you don't think there's a lot that are very strategic, and I think she is going to be strategic. I think she's independent. I don't think she's go with the flow, which is good for us. Hopefully it's good for her game. I think she could, I don't think she's going to be a floater. I think she's going to go in. She's going to, show us what she's about. I'm interested to see what she can do.
I'm interested too, because like the fact that she was so straightforward about everything can be really good, but it can also fall on the like, oh, you didn't kiss the HOH's ass on the first elimination, you're going on the block. And it could really be that simple, and her game could be over quick, or she could be as good as she thinks she is, and she can go far.
I don't know that she is a floater. I don't really get the floater vibe at all. No. But I do get that she is going to be tell like it is.
I got a lawyer vibe from her in the video.
Okay.
Like, that's what that like to the point. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I
don't think she's gonna be like a tell it like it is, like confrontational, but I think she's direct. So I hope that she falls on the good side of direct as opposed to the, hey, she's a B word, direct.
Beauty?
She's going to be a beauty direct.
Really, really like her.
I actually think she is cute.
She's adorable.
She's very lovable. There's something about her.
Jury, pre-jury.
Jury.
Pre-jury.
I think pre-jury. Sad as I am to say it.
I'm going to have to go with jury with Kiley.
Thank
All
you.
right. I'm going to have to go jury with Kiley. We'll see. We'll see, though. That was a split. I was surprised by the split. Next up, though, we have Miss Brittany Hoops. Brittany Hoops right here. She is 32, originally from Atlanta, now lives in Austin. She's a hypnotherapist. Kiley, first looks. Tell me what's up.
So she gives off like some Sarah Beth vibes.
Right? I saw it too. SB 100%.
Yep.
Like, that is it.
Even her
Yeah.
voice gives a little SB.
I was like, I see you, SB.
Yeah, like reincarnated. I think she's very smart, but yeah, SB.
So take her off. I don't want to look at her that long.
Wow.
I didn't mean to be rude. So I actually I love Brittany.
Okay.
I have high hopes for Brittany and Brittany's ability to do well. She understands this game potentially better than most of the other people here, except for maybe one or two other people. I think she gets the game. She knows it. I think she's extremely smart. I think the fact that she's a hypnotherapist, understanding people, understanding psychology, hypnotizing them, I think she understands how to motivate people. I have high hopes for Brittany.
So if I'm Brittany, I go in with my hypnotherapy and I try to put everyone in. I put like one of those like Russian codes, so that way when I say like apple, banana, lima bean, blue, she like they just vote however I want. That's how I want to like program them each.
Dude,
And
you
I
want to Winter
only
Soldier the whole house.
I only need a majority. I don't need to do the whole house, just a majority. So that way, what I'm hearing is it might be me I'm on the block. Apple, banana, lima bean, blue, and then they like vote the other person. That's what I would do if I was her.
I wonder. I don't know if I believe in hypnosis because I've never personally gone through it, and I've never looked that far into it. But I wonder if she really could hypnotize the people, or if the producers would be like, Brittany to the diary room. Brittany.
The moment she's sitting down with someone and says, "Watch this," or like,
I mean, if you watched her videos, let me get this Carabito out here. If you watched her video, she hypnotizes with her eyes.
It's the moment she starts doing it. Yeah, it's like this.
Yeah, those are crazy eyes. That's not hypno eyes. That's crazy eyes.
She
has some intense eyes.
So I think she needs to get into that house and shut up.
I don't think she can.
Well, that's her. That might be her downfall.
I piggyback off of Sheldon. I think she's going home first because I think she's going to be the loud, annoying person, and she's going to paint a target on herself.
Her and her husband put together. She's a big fan. She's put together a dossier of 40 pages of different things that she wants to try out in the house.
You get fancy, too many ideas. That's not good.
She's going.
I don't know how she's going to do all that stuff in a week.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing, though. Like, right?
She's not going to tell people she's a hypnotherapist. She's going to be a toy maker.
She's just going to hypnotize them on their own. I'm telling you. It's going to be one of two ways.
Toy maker. What is a toy? That seems weird.
Sheldon, look into my eyes. I'm a toy maker.
I think you're a toy maker.
I love toys.
Yes.
Meanwhile, I'd be out on the side. I'd be like, "What is she doing to all these people?" I don't understand.
But that's why you're going to go home first, because she has the numbers now. So that's why.
So I find your takes that she's first very interesting, because I think she's going to be there for the long run. I think she's going to be able to do what Sarah Beth couldn't do.
I was feeling like a lot of like Jess from BB Can 10. I was feeling a lot of Jess from BB Can 10. So Jess was
not a good comparison. Not who you want to be like.
No, and because Jess had a lot of the strategy, was ready to go, but like was ready to go out the gate. And like with her being 32. I think she's 32. Yeah, 32, and she's married and she works with kids, but she thinks that's going to be like an asset. I think they're going to be like, she's 32, it's a little bit older cast, but she's also not single. We don't really know how that's going to go with these dudes and these other people trying to like flirt and showman.
Yeah, I don't see her really connecting. Like, I don't look at the cast and be like, okay, I can see her connecting with this person. Mm-hmm. And that is the thing that SB had last season. You know, she had her connection with Kai. And, you know, that did kind of come out of nowhere. And so, I mean, maybe maybe Brittany is
But
able to pull out a
I
kite.
felt like SB though would be able to connect with Claire off the bat, and she didn't, like not closely, but I at least saw something that could happen there. And
watch her in the end.
all right, we'll see. I mean, last time you told me that the person was going to go home first, Sheldon, they won the game in BB Camp.
I also selected him in my fantasy draft. So
you didn't select him; he was left.
You got him.
No. I had a few choices, and I chose him. I
don't think so. I don't think so.
No,
but that was
watch back the tape. I have receipts.
Run back the tape.
We'll see.
So, I'm saying pre-jury. CJ saying pre-jury. Kylie saying pre-jury.
I'm saying
Sheldon
jury.
saying winner.
I'm saying maybe a finalist.
I think we'll see what happens here. I expect Sheldon to be taking her first in the draft overall. I expect her to go very high for Sheldon. We'll see.
And y'all don't give a crap.
Nope. Next up, off the board, Daniel Durston. This is Daniel,
he's from Las Vegas.
35, originally from Ontario, California, now lives in Las Vegas. He's a performer. Not really sure what he does here, but he performs somewhere.
He does something with his hair.
He's Elvis.
So it's funny because like me and Kevin live in Vegas. So when he says Vegas performer, it makes you think that, oh yeah, no, he does like a show on the strip. Nah, man, this is one of those dudes that like performs on a bridge with his guitar for quarters.
Yeah.
No, he is not. He does not perform on a bridge with his guitar.
I can see that. I can see that. Him sitting down.
He is an Elvis impersonator.
Does he have his dog with him?
Yeah,
he probably has his dog with him, sitting next to him on the bridge, and like does a couple. I think I've seen him. The bridge between MGM and Bally's or whatever, like that one right there. You know what I'm talking about, CJ? You know that one right there?
Yeah, of course. He's out there with his dog in a tutu. It's a Chihuahua, and he's playing music with his acoustic guitar, and the dog hops up on two legs and starts dancing.
Y'all are
he looks like I saw him.
Daniel.
He looks to me like I saw him at the male strip club. So, I don't know.
Okay, y'all are getting the wrong vibe.
Okay, give me this first look, Kylie. Give me this first look right here. Got a jean jacket on, black shirt.
First look is not great because he looks a little grungy. Okay, but we are not surface level here, y'all.
Oh
we dig deep and we look at the person underneath.
Okay, we're gonna do that in a minute. Let's talk about the surface level though. Look at his hair. Look at his hair right now. I am not feeling this hair. I don't love the layers. So many layers.
I don't mind his outfit. I don't love his hair, but I mean, if you take his hair away, he's very attractive.
Okay.
I feel like he's gonna every time he makes a point in the house, he's gonna flip his hair for emphasis.
Yeah. The hair, I never understood this haircut on people at all. Like it just seems like an aggressive tick all the time. Like I don't know what it is.
Let me come to my boy Daniel's defense. I had to check his name. Okay. He is a BB Can fan.
Yes.
His favorite players are
Kevin,
Dan, Casey, Brett. We'll give you Brett because Brett was hella entertaining. Janelle, Brittany, and Dr. Will. Like, you know, he named all of the fan favorites.
He said, I like fan favorites, Brett, fan favorite, Casey, favorite.
I think that he has a lot of potential.
I don't understand why people like Casey. Sorry.
Yeah. Casey was a good Big Brother player.
I don't think Casey was a good Big Brother player.
Casey is boring television.
Exactly.
I will stand by that forever.
Casey was boring television, which is.
I mean, you don't have to be good on TV if you're good at the game. You're still going to be on the TV.
I think Casey is very good at the game, and that's evident in the fact that she also continues to excel on the challenge. And some of that is her athletic ability, and some of it is the fact that she's able to get herself into, good situations. But oh wow, it's a dog butt. But when we talk about Casey, we're here to talk about Daniel.
Yeah, so Daniel's a giant. He's 6'3". They're gonna think he's a physical threat.
Wait, he's 6'3"?
Yeah.
I did not get that because looking at his picture, he looks like he's 5'8", 160.
Nah, man, he's 6'3". So you know the dude. Remember the dude on the bridge, man, with the long legs? That's him with the dog.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
with the long legs. That's him. That's him.
So he's still 160. He's just 6'3".
He's just 6'3" though. He's
Got
just
you.
6'3". He said it. He said that something that House Guest made dislike is that his humor might be a little skewed here and there. So because I'm used to hanging out with my best friends who get me and I get them. So when I meet new people, I drop that same humor on them, and a lot of times it doesn't land.
I'm all here for the inappropriate humor.
And
But
that's
what kind of inappropriate humor is it? Is it like insult comedy inappropriate humor, or is it like fart joke inappropriate humor?
He doesn't specify.
So here's what I think about this dude. This dude will either be loved or hated by the house, and because I believe there's going to be a lot of people that are going to hate him, he's not going to be around for that long.
Yeah,
I don't
can
think
see
he's
that.
going to be around that long either.
I think he's going to be the weird guy that is like, let's just get rid of the weird guy and not rock any boats.
Yep. This
Wow.
is Jay from
But-
BB.
Listen, Daniel, when you see this, man, we would love to still chat with you. Me and CJ are local. We would love to chat with you.
No, they're
It's
haters, Daniel.
We're haters from
Come
the initial
visit-
picture.
Come visit your girl Brittany in Austin, and
Hold on. Will you put $1 in his?
Yes.
Will you bring a treat for his dog?
Yes. We'll meet him on the bridge and we'll drop $1 in his hat and let him know, listen, if you want to come on the podcast, there could be more dollars where that came from.
But we're not doing it until the end of the Big Brother season because it's too hot outside right now. We live in Vegas. It's hot.
Well, and the craziest thing is that we could probably do it after like week 4, but I don't want to do it after because he'll be back in Vegas by then. But I don't want to do
No.
that after.
he's not, because fine. Like, you look at his picture, you judge him by his hair. I can see where you might get a little bad vibe, but he's probably going to wear a hat or something. You're never going to see his hair, and there are a lot bigger weirdos to come.
Okay.
Listen, that's actually true. There are a lot of weirdos in this season, which
Yes,
might be
there
his
are.
saving grace. So, Kylie, I think you might be very right.
And my man's making the jury.
Jury,
Wow.
pre-jury. What you guys got? I got pre-jury.
I got pre-jury.
I'm gonna split the difference. I'm gonna say jury.
Okay. Next up, we have Indy Santos.
Oh god. Oh god.
Indy is
Doesn't know anything about Big
Anyway.
Brother.
she's
Oh,
from
not-
Sao Paulo, Brazil. She lives in LA now. She's a corporate flight attendant.
Does
First
that mean
look.
does that mean she's a stripper on a plane? Like, what
No,
does
it
that
means
mean?
that she's a flight attendant. Do not disrespect flight attendants. They work hard. It means that she works for like businesses.
I'm not disrespecting
Yes.
her. I just never heard of corporate flight attendant before.
She means
It means
works
she
with
probably is a
primarily
flight
businesses.
attendant on private planes.
Okay. Okay, that makes
I
sense.
actually know a corporate flight attendant. You do too, CJ. Her name is Leah. She used to be on my kickball team a long time ago.
Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot
Yeah.
she did that.
And she like works for like a football team now.
So she's gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Brazilian.
Gorgeous.
31.
Gorgeous accent. What concerns me about her is that she knows nothing, zero, zilch, nada about the game, nothing.
I agree with you. And then what also concerned me is watching her video. I don't think that
Before we
she
get into
struggles with well, I was gonna say I don't think she struggles with English, but I think her problem will be getting her point across.
Guys, first looks. Look at this red suit right
She's
here.
beautiful.
She has her
I mean, don't
her
judge a
cheek-
book by its cover.
she has her chest protruding.
No,
you know what I'm
wow.
saying?
That's
Wow.
a power pose.
Don't
That's a power
Don't objectify women. Kevin.
I'm not objectifying at all. I said her chest is protruding. Look, do you see how she like has her back is like straight and she has her chest out? She's looking with her power glance right into my
Listen.
soul.
You told me my chest was protruding on the weekend, and I felt offended.
This is totally different. This is she is standing with this pose and she's looking at me right in the eyes. I am a little intimidated. But
Yeah,
also
like
kind
what she's doing is a power pose. Sheldon, what you're doing is peacocking. It's different.
it's different. It's different. What, Kylie? What are your thoughts on her look?
On her look, she's a very pretty girl. She reminds me of Whitney from last season,
Okay,
just based
They're
off of
both
looks.
blondes. They're both blondes.
Yeah,
That's pretty low.
low-hanging fruit.
But okay, Let's take Indy's face down. All right, let's get into Indy's game, which is not going to be existent because she doesn't know what she's doing because she's never seen the game before.
Right here, there's a great chance Indy is going to be the first boot. She, I think, could definitely be confrontational, not in the good way. I think she could be. She doesn't know the game. She's only watched one season. CJ, like you're saying, I think she could have a hard time kind of saying exactly what she's meaning. I am worried for Indy. But with that said, you know, we've got our little draft that we do at the end, but we also have the draft that we do for money. Drop the link in the description if you're interested. But I may or may not have picked Indy for my draft because if she can make it a few rounds, I see her being a goat, and she's going to get dragged all the way to the end because people are going to be able to beat her. So
Yes.
We'll see. You know,
my concern about her is not only does she not know the game, like what some of the questions she was trying to answer, she's like, I don't even want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about who's the best, who is the best strat. Like, she doesn't even give a crap about. You're going to play a game, my friend. Like, you don't even want to talk game in a game that you're about to play. Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
that's my.
I personally think that she's gonna she gives me Abby Maria vibes from Survivor Philippines.
Yeah,
I could see that,
and I could see her being like fiery and out there and outspoken, but that might not be good. So I don't know about first boot, but I think it's going to end up being her downfall in a minute.
Yeah, no, I think that there's a very, very good chance that we don't see her for a very long time.
Yeah.
I think that because of her lack of game knowledge, she's going to end up as somebody who ends up in an alliance early on because she just ends up on the right side of the numbers. And that alliance is just going to string her along until it's time to cut her. And if she makes it to the end, it's because everyone knows they can beat her.
Right. Yeah. She's like the definition of a goat. And I mean, she says, what may they dislike about you? You know, most people are like, oh, you know, sometimes like I'm intense, or, hey, my humor can be off a little bit. She straight up says her personality, like all of it. They may dislike me as a person.
You think that she's showman's potential?
Yeah.
With who?
I could see that. But like, that's the thing. If you're confrontational and you're in a showman's, I can't be in a showman's with you because you're going to sabotage my game.
Well, sometimes you just fall madly in love when you see the person walk into the house, CJ.
Yeah, that's what happened with Rachel Riley, and somehow that worked. I still don't understand that one.
Yeah. I mean, you never know. But I'm worried for our girl Indy. That I don't know what else to say. Kevin had to step away for a brief second, so I'm going to be sharing. I don't have the pictures downloaded like he did, I don't think. Hold on. Let me look and see. Y'all chat about Indy for another second.
So one of the things that I thought was kind of interesting about her is, you know, maybe the fact that she doesn't know a lot about the game might actually work to her advantage. Yeah. Where, you know, maybe she could find a nice, big, strong somebody strategic and physical that she could hide behind. Whether she realizes that she's doing it or not, who knows? Maybe by the end of the 80 whatever days, she'll become an amazing Big Brother player and have a great story to tell.
I think it all depends on who she ends up pairing up with, because if she gets someone that's going to guide her through the game, she may be really good. If she ends up with someone who's just like, hey, do this, they can play puppet master with her, and she might listen, or she might go crazy and get, you know, all fiery and fight with them and then be gone because they're saying, oh, you're a liability for me.
I hope that, you know, she is entertaining for however long we get her. That's all I'm wanting. Yes. So our girl Indy, pre-jury or jury?
Pre-jury, but I do want to say I said a joke about her being. I respect all flight attendants; they're great people. I was just making a joke, but pre-jury.
Pre-jury.
Yeah, pre-jury.
All right. Next up, we got our girl Jasmine.
Jessica Milagros.
Jasmine Davis. She is from Terry, Mississippi, living in Atlanta, Georgia, and she is an entrepreneur. What are y'all's initial thoughts about Jasmine?
Jessica Milagros?
I think Jasmine's a very pretty girl. I also think that her job as an entrepreneur tells me that she's an influencer, and they couldn't think of a better way to explain it.
Ooh, hot take. So one of the things that I really, really hate is even like on CBS's website, we don't really know anything about them. We got a very, very brief bio. So, hey, it's going to be like a surprise for everybody tomorrow to find out like what these people really, really do. Although I'm sure if you spend enough time on BB Twitter, you'll know by the end of the night. But yeah.
I didn't get much. I didn't get much from her in the videos. I'm not sure how I feel about her. I keep on saying Jessica Milagros because there's something about her that reminds me of Jessica Milagros.
So let's talk about Jessica, because my girl had the best HOH reign of BB21. So maybe Jasmine is here to wreck dreams.
Maybe.
And that's all we can hope for. Because, you know, if we end up with 2 douchebags again, then maybe take somebody like Jasmine to be like, okay, this isn't going to work for me. And no, thank you.
I didn't feel like she was that strong of a personality where she's going to be there to rock boats. Like, she's another one I can see in the house that's just everyone's friend, and you make it to jury by being friendly with everyone.
Yeah, I agree with both of y'all. It does have the Southern charm. So I like her sweet little accent, but she just, I don't know, maybe there's something fierce hiding deep within her, but I don't get it.
She is pretty. Like, she's really
cute. Pretty. She's married, I believe, if I read that correctly. I could have made that up because I don't see it here. But also, like, her answers for the parade, very short, to the point. Trust no one. People will perceive her as a ditzy Southern belle. She does like to speak her mind, and that could be, you know, her downfall. But she doesn't elaborate. She doesn't go into her answers, and so it kind of just makes me feel like, I don't know, maybe she's a recruit.
Or twin twist.
Oh.
Who's her twin?
Maybe there's a twin and there's 2 of them.
That is very true. That would be crazy.
Don't they announce that before? Like, wouldn't that show up on this list now?
Not necessarily. Could show up tomorrow.
That's true.
Because there's all this conspiracy out there about the number 2. Like, Julie posted a picture like this, and there was like a number 2 in the sand on her beach picture. I don't know if that was Photoshop, but it looked really real to me. So I don't know. Is there some type of
what twin twist I need? I need a season where everyone is a twin, but no one knows that everyone is a twin.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Something where they're like, I'm in on the secret, but everyone's in on the secret.
Right.
I would love something like that. And I would also really, really love for there to be 2 houses and for there to be a whole nother set of people. And then the game be going on like simultaneously and then converge into one. That would be amazing. But they were all twins.
I don't think that would be happening.
It's not happening.
Because
it would be amazing.
We didn't get any advertising, so we certainly didn't get another house.
All right. So our girl Jasmine, pre-jury or jury?
I'll say
jury.
I'll say jury. I think she's here for a little while. She's fine.
She's fine.
I don't feel a lot towards her one way or another. All right. I think we're going to have some feelings about the next one, though.
Oh, God.
My man.
Why?
Joe Pucciarelli.
Pooch.
He goes by Pooch.
No, thanks.
Okay.
So, like, you know when you see somebody's face and they just have, like, a very punchable face?
Yeah.
That's this guy.
He's very poochable.
He's very poochable, exactly. So Pooch is 24, hometown Staten Island, currently lives in Boca Raton, Florida. He's an assistant football coach. This dude is a Jersey Shore frat boy that moved to Florida and coaches high school football so he could be at the beach all the time. He is the definition of GTL.
I mean, you look at him, those are definitely the vibes you get, but he does talk about that he is perceived that way and that he may go with that vibe if people see that and they think that's funny, that he could play up like the Guido, but that is not who he really is. But he doesn't elaborate and say what he really is. He just says that that's not what he really is, and that he's been kicking it with the Southerners in Florida for 6 or 7 years. So he's got some of the Jersey out of him. But
so they moved him there in high school.
So, like, I think that, you can, like, take the boy out of Jersey, but I don't think you can take the Jersey out of the boy. How's our boy Pooch going to do?
Here's the thing about Poochie. Modern Big Brother, I don't think a white frat boy has any chance of staying in the house long or doing anything good in this season. I think he comes. I think that he will come off quite abrasive to start and will be gone unless he wins.
Yeah, I think he is another one that we could definitely see be a possible first boot, just depending on.
See, I think he's going to actually go kind of far because he's so young at 24. He's going to be able to play the naive card. And I think he's just going to end up in an odd couple pairing with one of the guys in the house. And they're just going to be buddies and hang out. And he'll make it at least to the jury.
So in a season that has a lot of recruits, I feel like, because you can tell when they're a recruit, if they say that they've watched BB16, BB20, and BB23, they're a recruit. Our boy Pooch here has been a fan for a while, and he likes Chilltown, he likes Enzo, and I don't think necessarily talking about like 22 Enzo. I think he's talking more like the Brigade Enzo. So I think he has a little bit of knowledge, but like Sheldon says, I just don't feel like where in seasons past you get this archetype and you have 2 or 3 of them that can kind of grow up together. I don't see somebody else.
Even the other like big jockey Michael guy who we're going to see soon, like the fact that he simply wears glasses completely takes him out of that arc. Like, I don't think there is enough people that are too similar to Poochie that are ever going to say, I want to work with you and keep you in the game. Now, like, he might be extremely bright because, some of the things he talked about are quite evident that he has been watching the show. He is not a newbie.
Right.
He gets this game, and if he's self-aware enough, he might surprise us. I just think that he actually comes with he starts off this game with a significant disadvantage because of his muscles. Simple.
Yeah.
And not just the muscles, it's the whole package, because all of the guys are, not all of them, most of the guys are pretty muscular, cut up guys. I don't think he stands out from that standpoint necessarily, but it's the slicked back hair, it's the Jersey accent, it's the whole package. And so I agree. Like, he's got a lot to overcome, but I think he could be first boot or he might do really well. But I'm leaning more towards the first boot.
I think that Pooch will, like I said, I think he's going to end up in an odd couple pairing with another dude. I'm not sure who yet. And I think he just sticks around the jury until they vote him out for being annoying. I also think there is a pretty solid shot that the twist is he's Enzo's illegitimate son.
Wow. The old meow meow.
Did you ever want them to do another Nokomis, and I think his name was Michael Twist?
Cowboy? Yes. That was interesting.
That was great TV, but really horrible TV at the same time.
Yeah.
So like,
well, I mean, you remember them all these years later. You remember getting to see Dick and Danny reunited. I mean, those have been incredible moments, and also some of the best characters that we've had in the show's history. So I'm 100%. All for it.
Also, could you imagine having to find your sibling on television?
Yeah.
Potentially make out with her?
Stop. They would not let that happen. That would be before they would, they would let Brittany be hypnotizing people and they'd be like, oh no, we have a fire over here. We have to take care of
Brittany,
this.
come to the diary room now.
Wow.
Immediately. All right. So our boy Pooch, and also let's state the obvious. Are people going to enjoy calling him Pooch?
Yeah.
Are people going to call him Pooch the douche?
No.
No, because it doesn't rhyme.
They'll be calling him Douchey Poochie. Poochie
All right.
Douchey.
Douchey Poochie.
It doesn't rhyme either.
I know, it's close though. All right, so
If he has a showmance, are they going to tell the girl that she screwed the pooch?
Yes, please.
There we go.
Thank you, CJ. We knew there was a joke somewhere there.
Yeah, it was in there. All right. Jury, pre-jury.
No. Bye. Go home.
I think he's going jury.
Go to
Pre-jury.
go to Long Island, Staten Island, whatever the hell island you're from. Go back.
I agree, pre-jury. Okay, next up. We have Kyle Kastner. And our boy Kyle here, Sheldon. Okay, he is 29 years old. He is from Bountiful, Utah, and he is unemployed. And while it says he's unemployed, in all actuality, I think he probably makes his income from TikTok because he's a little bit TikTok famous.
I thought that he would be making his income from OnlyFans.
He's got about 500,000 subscribers on TikTok. So
does he really? Wow.
He does. So here is Kyle.
So I find it interesting that Kyle is listed as unemployed, but he's obviously an influencer if he's 500,000 followers on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, why are you unemployed and not an entrepreneur?
Well, I think that, why don't they just list his, if you have 500 million subscribers, then you are making money off TikTok.
And I think that's why they want to list him as unemployed. If he claims he's unemployed and not TikTok famous, as someone who has a little bit of fame, they're going to be like, he doesn't need the money. Let's get him out of here.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. So, Sheldon, what are your thoughts on Kyle?
He's obviously extremely handsome. And I said this before, there's something about a handsome man in glasses that I think it takes away the harm or the fear of what a big muscly man could be, which is why I wear glasses, because obviously I'm a big muscly.
So he is also 6'3".
He's extremely tall. He's extremely fit. Yeah. He is going to be thought of as a challenge beast from the start. And the truth is, this man needs to do what Xavier did last season and chill the heck out. Don't win anything. Don't look. Just chill. Be everybody's friend. Find an Alyssa. Maybe there's an Alyssa here. Find her. And just be the nice, happy-go-lucky guy you are. And when it's time, strike.
And honestly, he does kind of have like the Xavier vibe a little bit in that he does come across very even kill. He talks about in his parade interview that he tries to, put down confrontations. He will crack a joke in tense situations. He's not confrontational, and I think that does bode well. CJ?
So I was going to say being from Utah, do we think that this is going to be like him being opened up to new cultures and new experiences, and it's going to really be like an enlightening for him?
Michael Lucas, is this real life? Is Marvin really just dropped? And Joseph is a new person?
Wow.
Breaking news.
Well, they move in live tomorrow, so it's entirely possible someone was out and you get somebody else in.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, that's really interesting because there's something else that Marvin is also on Americans Got Talent this season 17.
Yeah. So, we're going to be getting to him in a minute, but I'm trying to pull this up because this is.
Kevin, did you just hear the potential breaking news?
No.
Check CBS Facebook.
Looks like Marvin might be gone. And we got
Really?
Joseph.
Important casting update. Marvin will no longer be one of our house guests on this season of Big Brother. We're excited to welcome Joseph, a 24-year-old lawyer from Lake Worth, Florida.
Marvin.
Marvin
That's funny
is
because
out.
I was gonna pick Marvin to win.
Joseph is
Marvin.
out.
Marvin's out?
Marvin is out.
Wow, what happened?
I guess he probably didn't like the quarantine life.
Apparently
Well,
he's on. I don't know. I don't know. I'm hitting the Twitter streets right now as we speak.
Yeah. Okay.
Is he in America's Got Talent right now?
Yes.
Season 17.
Like he's performing right now?
Well, like his episode has aired. He made it through to the second round. They have not gotten to the second round yet. So maybe
That's why he's listen, once he makes it and he's like
NBC may have been like, oh hell no, what are y'all doing?
He has a contract.
Guy?
He has a contract situation. I could definitely see that being a thing. Wow.
So I don't know. I mean, my initial thoughts whenever we were getting Marvin was that, okay, obviously he is not going to the day I broke before the Fans Live podcast. Yeah, so I thought that, okay, obviously Marvin's not making it past the second round because here he is in Big Brother. He can't be doing live shows for America's Got Talent if he's in the Big Brother house because these shows run at the same time. So I don't know. I'm going to assume that either he has a contract issue or wasn't cut out for being isolated.
Claire will let you know. Being an alternate is not that bad. Okay, who knows what could happen? Who knows what could happen?
Yep. So we just stopped talking about Kyle in the middle. We got this breaking news.
Lucas, thank you coming through with your live journalism.
Yeah, because Marvin was next, but I guess we'll just replace Marvin and we'll talk about Joseph that we know nothing about.
I don't think
which is funny because Joseph would have been, right before Kyle alphabetically.
Do we have even a photo for Joseph?
Well, we do.
We do.
Hold on. Let me.
This is happening now. This is crazy.
Yeah, this is breaking news. Let's see
Joseph.
Get it pulled up here. I got so many tabs open. And this kind of, I don't know, like looking at him, he is from Lake Worth, Florida, and he also kind of looks like a Guido. Like, is this our boy Pooch's duo right here coming in?
Did I just speak this into existence? Did I just
You might have.
Made Pooch a best friend?
You did. Okay, let me share my screen here. And we will pull up.
Wow.
Joseph.
Okay, Joseph. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's do this right.
Joseph, 24-year-old lawyer from Lake Worth, Florida.
There's no way he is already a lawyer at age 24.
Very young.
There he is. We got Joseph right here. I
think he's going to law school. He's Joseph the paralegal.
Shirt. I like the shirt with the jacket over the
but
top.
Kevin, the perfectly manicured eyebrows. Nobody needs that.
Look at that.
Nobody needs it. Nobody.
I just found Alyssa's boyfriend for the season fighting with Kyle.
This dude is I can see him doing some showmancing. Showmancing.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like his chain. I am looking for a chain. Maybe he'll sell it.
We don't have anything to say about Joseph.
I do have something to say about Joseph.
Okay.
And it has something a little bit to do with what CJ just said. If it is true that he is a lawyer, and I don't know why it wouldn't be true, he is obviously extremely bright. I also think that when you go into this house, and you know you're an alternate, but then you get in, I wonder if there's a sense of gratitude and maybe a sense of I got in, now let me destroy this. So I do wonder if his intelligence, his good looks might actually help him do well in this game.
So Joseph is a personal trainer.
Ooh,
Also
a
certified trainer
lawyer / personal. I've never heard of one of those before. This is news, breaking news.
Does not sound anything like Xavier.
Florida State alum.
I wonder if he's a bartender too.
Joseph Abdin. That's all we got as the social so far. I'm scouring the Twitter, the BB streets, trying to find.
Well, we'll have to do some more digging on him at a later date before we just get completely stalled out.
Listen, he's got abs though. He's got abs. Like I think Sheldon's gonna like this. I think I got a picture for Sheldon. Sheldon, let's see if we can pull this up there. Let's see here. Boom.
Listen, Kevin. I don't care about what the person looks like. I care about their strategy. Okay. Okay. I mean, also, I'm very disappointed about Marvin because I was really hoping for a Marvin and whatever the Brazilian girl to have a little bit of a showmance.
Marvin is so charismatic.
Yeah, and he's an engineer.
Get out of here.
As I said, I was picking Marvin to win.
That's too perfect.
Yeah.
Kiley, I know how you like it. Is it because he's not a tall white dude? Is that what it is?
No, I like Joseph. He's cute. He is.
Wow.
Listen, wow. Kiley has a type. She likes the Mavs. She's let us know during this last Survivor season.
I did not like Jonathan for his abs. I did not like Jonathan's appearance at all. I liked how great Jonathan was at challenges. Okay, we're not talking about that.
And the time he carried a full boat by himself and the eventual winner with him.
And he dragged her behind the boat. Okay. All right. We digress. Okay, let's move on from Joseph. Let's go to our next one. Sad, Marvin.
I just want to say I'm really sad about Marvin because I had high hopes for Marvin.
I hope Marvin plays in a future season, probably in 2 years after his NBC contract runs out, and he's able to play on the game again.
BB25, we're coming for you, Christy. We're coming for you, Marvin. We've already got 2 of the cast members. All right.
So next up, we have Matt Turner.
This is a lot.
This is a lot going on here, man.
A lot. I think I'm gonna love him, but it's a lot.
Listen, Kiley, give me these first looks. What are your thoughts?
Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt is great. I didn't even think of that. That is great. Either Joe Dirt or Joe Exotic. I see both.
Exotic Dirt. I'm calling him Exotic Dirt.
Man, Matt Turner, 23, from North Attleboro, Massachusetts, now lives in New Bedford, Massachusetts. He is a thrift store owner. That shirt's a lot. He got that shirt from the store.
So I saw him, and then I saw his occupation, and all I could think was he was going to pop some tags because he had $20 in his pocket.
Yeah. What happened to Matt Clemore?
I don't have anything else to say.
He went back to Seattle.
Man, this is an interesting sitch. This Matt Turner guy.
Here is my thought about listening to him. I have a weird feeling he might do well. And it's because he had a lot of really interesting reads and takes. I think he was silly. People are going to like him. I don't know if he's going to win. Actually, I don't think he has a chance of winning, in truth. But I think that he's likable enough and kooky enough and crazy enough and different enough that people are just going to say, "Oh, let's keep you, honey."
We're not going to let it pass. We're not going to let it pass that this man. There's a time when if you don't know what you're talking about, you should not talk. And I don't think our boy Matt Turner has learned that life lesson. And so he's going to give us a little BB history. And he says, you know what?
Cody?
If I have to take either an ally or, somebody that I can beat, I'm going to be really, really smart. And he's going to recall a recent season, BB22 All-Stars. And our boy, Cody California. And he decides to bring Nicole to the end because he knows he can beat her or something like that. So,
Yeah.
Cody California. And this is going to play all over Twitter for the rest of eternity. It will live in infamy. Thank you so much, Matt Turner. I am so glad you're on this season for giving us the sound clip of Cody California.
Do you remember? He reminds me a little bit of that dude who had a relationship in the house with the Jewish girl from Florida. I forget. This was, I think, the Aaron season.
Oh, BB15?
Yeah.
McRae.
He reminds me a little bit of McRae in the way he looks. I don't know. Like,
I can see some McRae.
I don't not like him.
Well, the internet does not like him. The internet has been dragging him for like the amount of hours for the last 7 hours. They've been dragging him.
About the internet, though.
One of the big things was that apparently his sister tweeted something that he was like terrible to her growing up, and like it's a whole thread. It's a whole thread that came out like
the whole thing. But then
half an hour.
But then I think people have gone through and they've dug on sisters past, and so we're not out here canceling people off of one.
Well, it's funny because half of Twitter thinks that Marvin got canceled, and that's why he's not in. So it's entirely possible. This might have been why they waited, so it was too late to cancel people.
That's why I was shocked that Marvin got replaced, because I'm like, man, they've been trying to cancel Kyle all day. They've been trying to cancel Matt all day. I thought for sure when y'all said Marvin, I was so confused as to the one that got replaced. I was like, I haven't seen his name pop up on these BB streets at all.
So I did see one about Marvin while doing research to figure out why he's out, saying, "Isn't this the fool that followed Candace Owens?" And I said, "Ooh, tough luck."
Even if it was, I don't know, that gets you canceled. But if you're terrible to your sister beyond like a pulling her hair type situation.
Well, and I mean, that's, family matters, you don't dig into those. And you can't just take one person's, hey, my brother hated me, and, that's one side. So I am not here for canceling people unless there are receipts.
My favorite though is that people are literally posting Joseph's picture and they're saying, why couldn't this be for Matt? Why couldn't this be for Kyle?
People are evil. What's wrong?
I'm not here.
That's why you get a cast preview the day before the show comes out.
Yeah. No, I'm not here. I'm not here for canceling people before we know them. I need receipts. All right.
I need receipts as well, but this receipts. You know what though? Based on Matt's just looking at him and seeing him, I'm thinking pre-jury for this guy. I don't know how he's gonna fit in. I don't know how he vibes personally.
But I will say, I agree. He is going to probably be pre-jury. But my favorite thing that I read that any of them said is his best advice that he's received, which he said that it was a long time ago, and it's kind of like his life motto, is your network is your net worth. And I was like, okay, I really like that. I'm going to steal that. So some smart words.
Was that his sister's quote? And that's why she
Yeah.
Maybe. No, I don't know. The sister.
But I do love that. But our boy Matt is going to be pre-jury.
So I thought Exotic Dirt was going to be best friends with Pooch, and that was going to be our odd couple. But now I'm seeing Joseph, so I don't know who Matt's going to hang out with.
Yeah, I don't know either. I am not. I don't think that Matt's long for this world. I'm going pre-jury. CJ.
I think he's still going to make jury.
Kiley.
Pre-jury.
All right. So Sheldon's on the jury. All right, we got that going on. Next up, Michael Bruner. Bruner.
The teeth are a little bit much.
Okay.
He's from 28. He's from St. Michael, Minnesota. Currently lives in Rochester. Another attorney. sitting up in here. Giant too. He's 6'4".
Okay, I love his cat shirt.
Yes.
We are
I
not
like
going
the
to
shirt.
ignore this. Adorable shirt.
Non-threatening.
His little hair swoop is cute as can be.
Glasses. Non-threatening.
He looks like Peter Brown, BB Can 1, our friend of the podcast. Yeah, I'm here for it. I am here for everything about Michael. Everything.
I love this shirt though. This shirt says literally that I'm here for fun, but also nice.
I love
But
everything about
also,
him.
I'm the smartest guy in the room, but I'm not going to let you know it.
That's just because of glasses. That's what glasses say. Look at you. You and Sheldon. You guys look like the smartest guys in this room because you guys are wearing glasses.
And we are.
That is true.
There we are.
Sheldon and I are big threats. We're wearing glasses, so we look super smart. We're both
I
super
know.
buff. Like
Listen, we all know the biggest
we would
threat.
immediately be going on the block because you guys be scared of us.
Listen, I'm the big threat because I'm wearing glasses and no pants. That. Okay.
Huge threat. Huge threat.
So here's my concern about this gentleman.
Yeah.
He walks into this house. He has superfan written all over his face.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if and maybe in a season where we do seem to have a fair amount of recruits, that might not be helpful. I don't know. I'm a little bit concerned. I think that if you let him get far, he will be extremely dangerous. He's also an Orger. So although he hasn't played real Big Brother, he's played some level of social strategy.
Well, he's not just an Orger. He's an LRG player too. So he's played live role-playing games as well.
He's
so
never won, from what my understanding, from what I've seen. But that's okay. Maybe this is where he shines and he wins. I think he might be a threat. However, don't just have to let him stay. And I think he's going to be fun TV.
I think he's going to be good in the DRs. Once again, like he wants to take the person that he can beat to the end. Some of his favorites: Janelle, Kaser, Rachel, Danny, Danielle Reyes, Nokomis, Rennie, and Brittany. Just
how did Rennie make that list?
Because she's entertaining as hell. Sometimes they don't have to be the best strategists; they just have to be entertaining.
Older lady, played BB10. Had some kind
From
of like
Louisiana.
Hated Jerry.
It's disrespectful.
Oh, I remember her.
It was a weird situation that the two old people like did not like each other. It was weird.
She was great.
Oh yeah, she had a fight with Libra.
Yes.
Yes.
I remember that.
Pure entertainment.
He said he's got noodle arms though. That's the only
noodle
problem.
arms. I don't care. Love everything about him.
No, that's not good for him.
Gets in the house and he bulks up over the summer just by working out every day.
Prison workout.
No.
Like a prison situation, right? He didn't go in there.
What, like you think he's going to be prison Mike at the end of this?
Prison, he's going to come out, he's going to be yoked, he's going to be swole, and then he'd be like, "What happened, Mike? I was in the BB house. I was in the BB house for 85 days. Came out with 750K, 750,000.
He's going to win. I mean, he just has biceps. He has all of the makings of a winner.
He does.
I don't know.
Especially now that Marvin's gone.
And he is Queen Janelle's winner pick.
How often has Janelle been right?
Enough.
Is it enough? Has
we
she been right on
we don't even question her. So you can get the hell off this podcast.
That's even one Big Brother, so I don't know.
We don't care. We need Michael. We need Michael. Okay.
Yeah, look, I think he has a good chance. I'm just concerned that super fanness needs to be tamed.
He just watched how to play as a super fan, though. Kevin did the playbook, and if you're a super fan, CJ, you know who Kevin is?
No.
Exactly. And CJ is a big fan, right? So if you're a super fan and you're watching BB Can and you just watch Kevin as a super fan, go in there, lay low early, be this nerdy looking threat level guy, hang out, be self-deprecating for the first couple of weeks, then turn on the game. That's how you do it. That's the blueprint.
Yeah.
That's the blueprint.
And it's literally been laid out for you just months ago.
You can't win the first week.
You cannot.
You can lose the first week, though.
Yeah. All right. So, Michael, jury or pre-jury?
At jury.
Jury.
Jury. All
Yep.
right.
We all got jury for him. Next up is Monte Taylor, 27 years old, from
Muscles.
Bear, Delaware, personal trainer,
He is a
muscles on muscles, muscles on muscles.
There's a lot of personal trainers.
Well, yeah,
This
you make
dude
your own
stands-
schedule so you can
See,
take the
this
summer
dude
off.
stands at 6'4", 235 pounds, and said he's in decent shape. My guy right here is stacked. I love his shirt. I love the muted colors on the shirt. Nice smile, manicured beard. I love it. I love what he's got going on
But
here.
so you know why Michael's going to be jacked at the end of the season? Because of
Because
Monte.
Monte's going to be working with him. He's going to be
Yeah.
like, get down, do them push-ups. We're doing this prison workout right here in the backyard. We're getting this going.
As an
So-
aside, if I was ever on a Big Brother show, that would be my strategy. I would leave the house skinny. Simple as that.
Put me on slop. Somebody make me exercise. This is great.
Kylie, what are your first thoughts on his look?
So, well, not talking about his picture necessarily, but comparing
His picture, Kylie.
Well, hold
Stick
on,
to
I'm
the
talking-
plan.
I'm comparing his picture to his physical presence in the video. And in the video, he doesn't come across as big. Did y'all get that vibe from him?
I got that too.
I actually had a hard time matching his, written profile of, Monte, personal trainer, whatever, to his video. Really, 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 really like his video.
I liked it too. Let's pull him off the screen. I am a big fan of Monte here. I think he's going to do well. If he's going to, I think there might be a showman in his future. Taylor, I'm looking at you. Alyssa, I'm looking at you. I think Monte might get into a little bit of a showman, showmeezy.
Yeah. And his vibe was just very chill. Like, I think he's going to get along with people, kind of low key. And he kind of reminded me like of Tashawn from BB Can 9.
I didn't get much from him other than he seems like a really nice guy. I wasn't left with anything too memorable, in truth. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, we'll see when he gets there.
Not a lot of thoughts. You guys don't seem to have a lot of thoughts on Monte here.
He seemed kind of zen, which I kind of
Yeah.
like.
You didn't like or you did?
No, I like he seemed very calm and peaceful, and like that is something that in a stressful environment is somebody that you want to keep around. Right. So like I wonder if he could tap into that and use it. Might be very helpful for him. It also sort of, as I said, like whenever you have big muscle guy, like you have to find your softer stuff to lessen the threat level. And I think that might just be it.
And so his favorite players, which, might give us a little peek into his personality, Donnie Thompson, Hayden Moss, Tyler Crispin, and Xavier.
So is he a fan?
He's a fan, but he's also a fan of kind of low-key guys, go with the flow. Yeah, I think that's what he's going to bring, and that's.
So he said Donnie, Tyler,
Hayden, and Xavier.
Hayden. What do we know? What seasons they gave them?
Definitely 16, 20, 23.
Did they give them 12?
No, I don't think so. I think 10, 16, 23, 20, and 23.
Because I was trying to figure out, did he get Hayden from Sequester, or did he get Hayden because he's watched BB12?
I don't know. BB12 is my favorite, so I hope you watched it.
Of course, you love you some Brittany Haynes, I know.
I love Brittany Haynes.
I already know.
I want to be her when I grow up. Okay.
So jury, pre-jury. What are we thinking?
Jury.
This is
jury as well. Next up, we have Nicole Leog.
Mm-hmm.
Leog, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Leog.
Leog.
Since I'm an expert
From
in
Fort-
Nicole's last name.
41 from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. She is a private chef. I think she might be one of the oldest ones on the cast.
I think
And she
so.
doesn't look 41 at all.
Not at all. Not at all. Let's go first looks. Sheldon, give me your first look or your first thoughts on her first look.
She seems cool. I like the fact that she has gray in her hair and she's not coloring it.
Yeah, I thought that too.
That says a lot about her. Beautiful tattoos. I feel like she's somebody that has a lot of story behind her.
Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Like there's a lot of stuff we're gonna learn about her. I think, or I hope at least, which makes her extremely intriguing television. I can't wait to see her.
CJ, what do you think of her first look?
I think she's going to have a lot of depth. She look like you guys said. She looks like she has a story to tell. I'm very interested in hear what she has to say, and she's probably going to be telling us all about all the great concerts she's been to, great festivals she's been to. She's lived a full life. That's what I've gotten from her.
I personally like the top that she's wearing, like that is toned down. Like the other ones were wearing those like jackets and like just looked like a lot going on. It's very toned down, very earthy, if you will.
Yeah.
I like that.
I wonder if with like the tats and the hair and the everything, like you actually have to wear toned down clothing.
Possibly.
So just be a lot on a lot on a lot.
Possibly. Kylie, what are your thoughts on her first look?
First look, she's a baddie.
Okay.
I don't think she's a baddie at all.
Yes, she
I can
is.
see that. I can see her being a baddie.
I don't see baddie.
But let's move beyond first looks.
I know Kylie likes to get deeper. That's why I went to her last. Go ahead, go deeper, Kylie. Go deeper.
I'm worried for Nicole. I think she's going to be an interesting person. Like, I think y'all are spot on with that. She lists her occupation as a personal chef, which can obviously buy you some good favor. But her previous occupation, she was a cop. And I think that is going to really dictate her personality and how she plays the game. She talked about she's here for loyalty and not turning on your allies and very straightforward. And I think she is going to be too old school for a new school game. So I don't think she integrates well.
See, I think she does integrate well because I think she's going to be good at sussing out fact from fiction with the people who she interacts with. And then also being that private chef, fastest way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Yeah.
She's got 8 allies built in just from cooking.
You guys, I want you guys to all do me a favor. I'm going to pull this picture back up. I want you guys to all put one hand over one eye and look right at her. Everybody put one hand over one eye. Tell me you don't see Casey Clark. Tell me how you don't see Casey Clark right here. Right.
Wow.
That is like the new but old school Casey Clark, loyal, wants to work with their people. She looks of Asian descent, looks like a physical competitor, just is here for vibes, going to get along. How is she not Casey Clark?
She might be.
She is.
She might be.
I'm worried for her based on her answers and the things that she gave. Just very, very structured. And
it's really interesting because there was a character, LaToya from BB Can, who was also a cop from a few seasons back. I don't know, Kylie, if you saw that season.
What season?
I don't know. Probably the second last season. And the analysis you're giving is exactly the same thing that you're saying.
I thought LaToya came across more intense than what Nicole does.
But you see, I think that might be Nicole's saving grace. But I don't think she comes across as intense. I think she comes across as direct, but not intense.
LaToya was like, I could you up. And I don't get that from Nicole. I don't think she's out here trying
Which is why my take on her is actually a little bit different than yours. Like, I would not be surprised if she has a group. She's going to be loyal to the group. She's not going to be I don't think she's going to be the brain in the group. I could be wrong, but I don't think she's a strategist. But she's going to be honest, loyal, dependable, and sadly also cuttable. But when it's time,
unless she gets a Tyler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, unless she
Very
gets
much.
Tyler Crispin. Because Casey Clark, I mean, Casey's loyalty has led her to winning the game. And I think Nicole has a good chance. I don't want to say to win, but I think she has a good chance to go deep and see what happens at the end, because she could be like Casey and just didn't ruffle any feathers, didn't make any promises someone didn't feel like they kept, or play the game too hard, which is what people feel like happened with Tyler, but not really. But like that's how they feel. So I can see that happening. But I think Nicole's gonna. I think jury or pre-jury. Jury for me.
Jury, 100%.
Jury.
I think
She-
pre-jury.
Interesting.
But
I could go either way.
yeah, I can go either way. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna, to be different, I'll say pre-jury.
Okay. Okay. I hope everybody's keeping track of all the people Kylie has sent out before jury. So next up is
Everybody.
Paloma. All right, so Paloma Aguilar is 22 years old from San Marcos, California. She's an interior designer. I love this smile. I love her smile, her Velma top. This is fantastic. Giving me Velma vibes.
I saw Paloma today and I was like, man, she's a very, very pretty girl.
Mm-hmm.
But then I looked at her for a minute and I'm like, she looks like someone playing Alyssa at a cosplay convention.
I was thinking, I have major Alyssa vibes too. Major.
She does give you Alyssa, but I had high hopes for Alyssa last season, so maybe Paloma can give us what Alyssa didn't.
It's funny because Alyssa last season, I think if they ran that season again this summer, like got rid of these people, just brought the same 16 back, you would get a vastly different game. And I think Alyssa could have gone pretty far.
I agree. And so I think that, maybe Alyssa crawled so Paloma can fly.
Oh, I don't know why I got so excited. Yeah, she seemed very nice and cutesy and amazing in her videos. I want to see her strategize. I want to see her backstab. I want to see her get down and dirty and play this game. That's what I need from Paloma.
DeLucas says that Paloma and Joseph will be the showmance of the season.
I can see that.
Though. Are they a cuter showmance than Jace and Gino? I don't think so.
Yeah, I think they are. But I really, really like Paloma. She was like kind of on my bubble of my top tier. I think she has a lot of potential. But hitting on what DeLucas says, I do think we see her looking for a showmance because she names like, Tyler and Angel are my favorite. They're so cute. They're a little romance. And so that worries me for my girl.
She's here to find her man. She's 22 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think she's a little too young to win. I don't think mentally she's there yet.
Yeah.
You're going to have a little summer crush, summer loving. Had me a blast. Summer loving. Happened so fast.
I don't have high hopes, but who knows? We'll see.
I think her dad being a psychologist and probably talking to her about some stuff. Hopefully she keeps some of that in there. But the moment she sees one of these pretty boys, she's probably gonna forget it.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's potential, but I think there's potential for it to get railroaded too.
Paloma's gonna dump her real daddy for a new daddy.
Maybe it's Joseph. Who knows? You know what the worst part is, but for Paloma though, is that she is going to be a person that's going to join a big alliance and just like be in the big alliance.
Yeah.
She's just going to be like a vote in a big alliance because like her crush is going to be in the alliance and she's just going to vote with them.
There's enough like strong females that maybe we see like a female driven game here and Paloma could be a strong female. I think
I was actually looking at that earlier and I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if the women just all said, hey, we're going to work together. And they just start picking off the dudes one by one. But I could also see Paloma being in that big alliance of 7 or 8 people, but she's not in that inner alliance of 4 who's going to the end.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's potential.
I think she'll be in the room as it's happening. I just don't know if she's going to be a driving force of those things.
Sheldon?
I don't have anything to add. I don't think she's going to surprise us, sadly. I do hope she does. Look, I love strategic players. I don't feel that from her as much as I would like. But I hope she surprises us.
I also don't feel like that she's going. I don't think she's going to shock us out here. I do though think she's going to make jury, pre-jury. I got jury.
Jury.
I see jury.
No real shaking up anything in the game, but I think she's going to make the jury. Next up, we have
Kevin's angel.
Taylor Hale. Taylor is 27. She's from West Bloomfield, Michigan. She's a personal stylist. Love her smile, love her look, love her blue half shirt.
One of them was wearing a scarf. This one's wearing a half shirt. What? They can't afford clothing? Yes, buy them a shirt.
She's a personal stylist. She chose this.
Sheldon, you buy fabric by the yard. They're saving money. Don't be mad at them for being frugal.
They're frugal, yeah.
I don't want them to be frugal.
They haven't won $750,000 yet. They got to make do with what they got.
Okay.
Taylor's absolutely gorgeous. I think this is
person on the cast.
This was one of the names that was actually leaked that was accurate. I mean, her name has been out there in the BB streets for a while. Miss Michigan, I believe. She's gorgeous.
Beautiful inside, beautiful outside. Where's the button? Here it is. So,
her face, she reminds me a little bit of Brandy. Do you guys remember the singer Brandy?
Yes, Brandy Norwood. Yes,
she looks like Brandy a bit.
Yeah,
she does. I can see that.
Very pretty.
I can see it. Yes, so right here, one of the things that I've been judging people on about their game acumen is how long their interview was on Parade.com with
Mike
Bloom. And she has paragraphs. She's thought this game through and through. Yep. I don't know if she was a fan before, but I know that she was coached by some great people. She was also had a conversation with Danielle Reyes, I heard. We're on the street. She had a conversation with Parker and Danielle Reyes about what to do and how she should play this game. She knew that Danielle Reyes was screwed by the jury seeing her confessionals. And stuff.
a non-sequestered jury.
And she's apparently not here for a showmance. She says that. But I have deep knowledge of a person that's very close to her. This is my one BB Connect. And they said that they had deep conversations about showmances, and they talked about money, and they understand that money is more important. She was coached up, the whole dossier. It's fantastic.
Yeah, really, really impressed with Taylor. Like, if she can do the things that she says, then we're looking at an icon because on paper, she's got it all. Like, she's so charming. She's beautiful. Like, people are going to be drawn to her. But then she has the knowledge of the game. She knows what she needs to do. Just let's bring it, girl.
So one of the things that didn't come across to me that much was her personality in the videos I saw, and that's what I'm uncertain about. She seemed a little bit game body, which was to me as a fan extremely impressive. It is obvious she studied the game. I just don't know if people will. I don't know what her personality is to know if she'll be liked or not, and that's what I'm waiting to see. If she's likable, we're looking at the next winner.
I think that she has a good shot at winning because unlike The Bachelor, they don't hold it against you for being a pageant queen here. Like, she's not coming in with inherent beef with other contestants. She's coming in and like being a pageant queen. You're very good at, talking to the camera. So she's going to be great in confessionals. She's going to be very good at making arguments to get her point across. And if she gets to the end and gets to make her argument to the jury, like she's going to have everything well thought out and ready to go. She's just got to get there.
I also think, like, if I was her, I would tell people about that, because I think that's a great way to set yourself up to be underestimated.
Oh, see, I would be scared of someone who told me they were a pageant queen, especially if I knew they won something. That means that they're great at articulating their arguments. And that would actually make them a bigger threat in my mind.
She is the internet's winner pick as of this moment.
Wow.
She has high praise from the internet. We haven't mentioned it, I don't think, but apparently America will be voting on something to begin the game. So do expect to see Taylor's name out there for votes.
Yeah. She's easily like front runner material. Like, she's a full package.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is it? Am I wrong to say that we only have one potential full package?
Yeah. No, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Where are the other threats? Like, I want a few threats.
Marvin was, and then Marvin's gone.
Michael is a threat.
Michael's a threat. Like,
I think Amira is a threat.
I want more.
I think you have 2 or 3. Marvin was a big one, which, thanks NBC.
Gone. COVID MVP.
Did he not tell them? Like, I don't get that.
I don't know either.
This reminds me of what happened on Survivor last season, where the guy went on while he was still on his
Jackson.
Plugs.
Yeah.
Like how do they get this far and not know that the man has a contract with NBC?
You know what? I think we might be all wrong. I think what might have happened was that they were trying to negotiate with NBC this whole time, and that's why they didn't release the cast this whole time. And then they're like, we gotta get an answer. And then when they announced them, NBC's lawyer finally called him back and was like, nah.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to get the backstory for sure. But
yes.
Taylor.
Jury, not pre-jury.
Major.
Jury.
She's not going to make the jury because she's going to be winning.
Fair.
She will not be on the jury.
Fair.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, sure. Even though the exercise, Kiley, is jury or pre-jury. That's the exercise. But
fine.
Who do you think she teams up with?
Jury.
Who do you think she teams up with? I'm not sure if I see a natural connection with anybody.
Amira.
I hope she teams up with Michael.
That would be awesome.
Michael, Amira.
Michael could be a little bit of a clash.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think this is like on paper a duo that we're going to see, but did you see Helena and Kevin coming? Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Let's see what happens.
Did you see Azza and Derek F coming?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, once they're in the teams, I kind of like saw the other stuff.
I
was breaking down.
But
not
pre-jury. The Kevin and Helena will work for that is that Kevin was the loud, robust one, and Helena is the quiet one. And the thing is, Michael and what's her name? Taylor are going to clash, I think. Like, I actually see a war between the two of them. I see them as nemesis.
Well, that could be fun too.
Yeah, I'll take it.
We should see tomorrow. Last but not least, we have here Terrence Higgins.
Uncle Phil.
Terrence.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Terrence is 47. He's from Chicago. He is a bus operator. He's going to drive right over Kiley after she tried to throw him under the bus. Terrence got the hat. He got that shirt on. Like the shirt. I want that shirt for myself. Don't want the hat, though. I want the hat.
I don't like any of it.
You don't like his shirt?
No.
I like the shirt. CJ, you like his shirt?
Nah, man. It's not my style.
It's
not
fine.
Really mine either. I like his shirt. Sheldon, initial thoughts of the look?
I'd like to go to the diner with him and hear about his stories from the past.
Sheldon, it's funny you say that because as soon as I saw him, I said, you know, when you go to a family gathering and there's that one old uncle that's just like holding court at the table and he's telling every story, is it reminds me of that one time when this happened. Reminds me of this one time when that happened. That's what I got from Terrence.
Yep, that's him.
I got the same similar idea, not quite the vividness, but I thought he was gonna be like a storyteller and he was gonna be great for the first couple of days.
Yes.
I think this is the actual first boot.
Yeah.
Yes.
He has no chance.
He has first boot potential.
Kylie, what do you think of his look?
Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil. But let's get deeper, Kylie. Tell me deeper. What do you think about Terrence?
I think Terrence is in the same boat as Nicole. Seems very structured. He wants to play more of like an old school BB game, and that has me worried for him because if you're going to be the older end of the spectrum, which 40s is not old, but you know, in this game it is. And if you're going to be on the old,
dead,
you're basically 1 foot in the coffin. And so if you're going to be in the older end, then you've got to bring some Kevin Schleiber vibes. Like you have to just absolutely crush it, be, you know, a different kind of archetype than what these two give you on paper. And so Terrence is Nicole in the male version.
That
seems nice, seems likable. Don't think he's in it for the long haul.
You guys remember Bunky and Chicken Phil or Chicken whatever? Like I'm getting them. That's who I get. And I sadly don't think Big Brother is there anymore. And because of that, the gentleman will not. I don't. He might be first boot. I think he's for sure pre-jury. Like I just don't know how he fits in with anybody really. I don't see him being a comp threat. Like I don't know what he brings to an alliance. He plays like he doesn't bring strategy. So like I don't know what he's an asset for outside of a vote. But yeah, I feel bad, but not the game for him. He should try out Wheel of Fortune.
So you know, wow,
Wheel of Fortune.
You know how every season they have that one house guest that they always show sleeping in the background. That's gonna be Terrence.
Now, DeLucas in the chat has called us ageist on this show, and
that's because DeLucas is old as hell.
Well, listen, we are trying. We're not coming for him because of his age.
We are trying to speak the truth.
We're just trying to see how he would connect.
He is old.
He's not
like, hold on. It's not his age that is my problem. It's actually his personality and his game style.
It's actually who he is as a person.
Yeah, like, I just don't like. He's not going to go and be best friends with the big jocks. It's not happening.
Well, I mean, I don't necessarily know that. I think the vibe that he gives off from the answers that we got, which this is obviously, you know, maybe 4 minutes of content from him. So you got to take something, you know what I mean? And he could get into the house and he could surprise all of us. But from the answers that he gave, he is definitely fitting into the archetype that you typically think of from an older house guest. And I say older, he is 10 years older than me. Like he is not old because I'm not old. I refuse.
You are really
well, Kylie.
What you got to say, Kevin?
Kylie, you're basically about to like retire.
Yeah.
I don't have a job, so I can't retire.
So
this is her job.
So Terrence, similar to Matt, aka Exotic Dirt, I just don't know who he hangs out with. I don't know who he allies with, and because of that, I don't know how far he goes in the game.
That's fair. I don't know who he connects with.
Do you think there's a potential like maybe a Taylor and Amira thing where they bring Grandpa along?
Like I don't know. He is like 15 years older than him. I don't know if you call him Grandpa comparatively.
But I mean, like, I think Sheldon has a point. If they're playing the game, they know they need numbers. And this is someone who's not going to rock the boat, who will vote with them. maybe you drag him around for a while.
Like
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if he ends up on jury. Like I don't think that's completely unfathomable. I just don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think there's any world where Terrence wins the game.
No.
I don't think he wins the game either. Like
But
that's
you'll
not.
see him on the challenge next season.
Mm-hmm.
I don't,
I don't think we're going to see him on the challenge next season either.
No, I think you will. That's the new style. Big Brother, then the challenge.
No, that part's correct. Everyone just doesn't immediately make it to the challenge.
So, like, to be on Big Brother, there's a lot of ways to win. To win the challenge, you got to kind of be a professional athlete, and I don't see that with Terrence.
Hater.
He looks like a professional chess player.
He is.
I feel like that's generous.
A cute Uncle Phil.
Yeah,
a cute Uncle James Avery was a handsome man.
I also don't like that.
I said he was a cute Uncle Phil. Like,
I'd rather just see his bald head. I don't need the hat. Just get. DeLucas likes him. He thinks he's cute.
Jury
gets daddy vibes from him, so he
jury or pre-jury. I'm thinking pre-jury.
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 Well, I'm going to say jury. Screw y'all. No, I'm kidding.
Pre-jury and potentially perjury. Maybe both.
I think there's a good chance that he goes early.
That is our BB24 cast.
Wow, how did you do that?
We have Alyssa, Mira, Brittany, Daniel, Indy, Jasmine, Pooch, Joseph, Kyle, Matthew Turner, Michael, Monte, Nicole, Paloma, Taylor, and Terrence.
Do we know that it's Monte and not Monty?
It might be Monty. We'll find out.
Calling him Monte.
I think it's
I'm
Monte.
thinking Monte. We'll find out tomorrow. Before that, we get to tomorrow. Time for our Big Brother 24 for the fans podcast draft.
And
Sheldon has the winner of BBK 10 draft. Because you were left Kevin. You didn't pick Kevin. You were left Kevin.
That is not true.
I think it was between Kevin and Jess. I think it might be between Kevin and Jess.
Left, Kevin and Jess, and
Kevin over Jess.
I had to stick with my fellow Jew. I had to do
it. And he ended up winning the game. So, Sheldon, you get to make the order. And I believe before the show today, you released the order.
Wait, do you want to change the order? Yes or no?
I do not want to change the order.
No.
The order is quite simple. I will be going first. Mm-hmm. Now, since I didn't know CJ, I figured I might as well let him go second, since I don't know the man and I want to be a gentleman. And since I saw Kevin in person last weekend when he was in Toronto, Kevin needed to go third. And because nobody likes Kiley,
Kiley gets to go last.
So that's the order of our draft.
Regular snake draft. Kiley will be getting the last pick, I believe. That's how that works. 1, 2.
I will get 4 and 5. One down.
Yeah, 4 and 5, and then
we're not worried about the rest. All right.
Okay. So Sheldon, with the first pick in the draft, Kiley's getting the paper ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Kiley,
I'm going to be taking, with my first draft pick, the most beautiful person in the cast.
Huh?
Taylor.
It's Taylor Hale.
Taylor Hale.
Shocker.
Fantastic pick. Great pick. Sheldon, why did you pick Taylor first?
Taylor is the full package. Taylor is going to be dangerous. That is also the reason why I'm scared she won't win. But if anybody can do it, it's Taylor. So let's go for Taylor.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we didn't. I wish. Oh, Kiley, who do you think is going to win this game? I'm
not telling you right now.
Oh man, because I remember last time Sheldon when Kiley told me that she thought I was going to win, so then I picked him.
I did not even vote in our poll with my winner pick. That is how secretive I am being.
So CJ, last time she was like, I think Josh Nash has a good chance to win. So I picked before Kiley and said, I'm taking Josh Nash. because Kylie thinks he has a good chance to win the game.
Wow.
Evil.
He got second.
He gave a second. She
Which
was
is pretty
close.
impressive, Kylie.
Yeah.
CJ, who are you picking?
Had a good listen read.
The one time
CJ,
I
who you
drafted with
pick?
Kylie, she picked Chris Kirkpatrick. That didn't end out well.
That did not work out too well for her.
So
I think I won that draft. Didn't I?
Second
Did I beat you?
overall. Yes, you did. And I had Todrick. And that did not end up well for me. So second, I'm going to go with Michael Bruner.
Okay.
Wow.
Great pick.
I really like, I think the shirt with the cats is very unassuming. He's an attorney, so we know he's smart. And he's a fan. So I think he'll do well. I am a little bit scared of, him showing people how smart he is and then seeing him as a threat. But I'm gonna go with him.
Great pick. That was second on the list. After
Great
Taylor.
pick.
I want to say I would have picked Marvin first if we'd done this an hour ago.
With the third pick in the Big Brother 24 for the fans draft, I wanted to pick someone that I thought gave off winner vibes. Taylor and Michael were both fantastic picks. But with this pick, I will be taking Casey Clark 2.0.
Wow.
Give me Nicole. Give me a Nicole.
What?
Give me
Have you
Nicole.
gone mad? You've gone mad.
In
Casey
your
Clark.
first pick?
Casey Clark
What?
won like this. I'm riding the wave. Give me Nicole.
Okay, she was at the near bottom of my list. So I'm very, very glad because
Listen.
number one got picked off, my number two got picked off, and Nicole was towards the bottom.
Well,
That's
there
funny
you
because
go.
I had Nicole up high too. I agree with Kevin. I think she can win this game.
I had, for me and my big board, I had Taylor first on the big board. I had Marvin second. I had Michael third. Marvin got medically evacuated or something. I don't know, disqualified. So he when the combine sheet came out, he was no longer on it. I think he went back to college. So I had to go with the next pick.
Can you imagine how he's feeling? He was just announced in the cast. He was in sequester for weeks, and now and he's about to go in, and they're like, "Yeah, everybody knows about you, but you're not going to be."
Not even everybody knows about you. We need you to come with us, Marvin. Oh, we going in the house already? We need to go talk to you over here.
Like 12 hours from moving in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, dang.
Yeah. And then as he's like going to walk, grab your stuff. Grab your stuff. We're gonna
We're going to the house.
In the words of Winnie, it's disrespectful. All right. So
Kylie, we got two picks in a row here.
But number 4, quite possibly who I want to declare as my winner pick. Taylor is obviously very enticing, but just to be a little bit different. Somebody that not all of y'all were that high on, Amira. I think
Great choice.
Amira has what it takes. I think she is one that is close to the full package, and we could see her do really, really well. All right, next up. Trying to play this one a little bit smart. I don't think I'm going to pick the fourth person on my list because I don't think y'all are going to be coming for that person. So I think I'm going to skip down a few, and I'm going to go with Monte.
Okay, snipe Monte right in front of me, huh? Took Monte right in front of me.
How's that feel for you?
That's what I was going next. Okay. I see.
Yeah, I had Monte like 7th. I think he, has a decent shot. He's kind of middle of the road for me, but I think he's got some potential.
Who was that person Kylie was talking of a minute ago that we have to see him taking the draft? I just want to steal them. I just want to steal them from her right now because I'm pretty pissed.
There's so many people before I go again. I'm not even worried about it. I got Amira. Thank you.
Okay, so I can't take. I just can't take Daniel. There's nothing in my heart that says I can take Daniel. Brittany, I feel like is like a first boot. I'm not really feeling. Daniel works on the bridge in Vegas. He's a musician.
Oh, that one.
It's on the bridge.
Paloma's not going. I don't think Paloma's going to win this game. This is a winners only draft. I'm gonna have to go with Kyle. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to call Kyle. Kyle, not Kyle Moore. Kyle.
You're killing me.
Kyle don't historically do well in.
Kyle don't historically do well.
Land.
He's 6'3". He's a giant. Looks like a Ken doll. Get in the show, man. Stick around. Make that happen. Ain't got no job. Ain't got nothing nowhere to be. He's just gonna be in there chilling, straight cold chilling. You know, he got to stay in the house. He ain't got nothing else to do at the crib in Utah.
Nothing.
So I'm gonna take the good old boy. I'm gonna take Kyle.
CJ, who's next?
I'm not inspired by very many of these house guests.
Did I just snipe your pick, CJ?
You did. That's okay. Kylie sniped the pick before too.
I wanted Kyle.
I will trade you Kyle for Michael right now. Just straight up right now.
So I'm picking Brittany.
No, I wanted Brittany.
I think you guys are right. I think she might be able to hypnotize people into keeping her.
Yeah, listen, CJ, right now on the table, the trades offers there. I sent over the trade request. I will trade you for Michael. I will trade you Kyle.
This isn't one of those NBA trades where they're gonna, be wearing the hat of the team that drafted them, and the next day they're somewhere else.
Wearing the other hat. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on here. Wearing the jersey of my team, wearing the hat of your team. I'll trade you for Michael right now.
Now, if you could get a third team involved, and I could get Taylor in this trade, we can chat.
Sheldon, you said you liked Kyle.
I want Kyle.
I will trade you Kyle for Taylor.
Have you gone mad? I'm not. Well, maybe give me 2 picks for Taylor.
Give you 2.
All right,
You know what?
Sheldon, you got 2 choices right here.
I got 2 choices. So my first choice is going to be Daniel. Because he is a bit of a player, and I think he might surprise us, even though
he's a guitar player. He is a guitar player. This is true.
And if he really has been living under the bridge, slop will not be an issue.
He plays on top of the bridge. He is not a troll.
And the next person I will be choosing, and I could actually give up all my cards right now. It's going to either be Jasmine, Turner, or Joseph. And I might just say Jasmine. I'm taking Jasmine. So Daniel and Jasmine for me.
Okay.
It's funny how the 2 bros are not being picked.
It's funny because I'm running to the podium with my pick for Joseph because I was looking at Joseph and Jasmine, and you just made my choice for me.
There you go.
All right, Joseph to CJ. Kevin.
Okay, at this time, as I look over the board and I see who's left out here, not high hopes for a lot of these players left. I totally forgot about Joseph being on the board because he was such a late addition. They turned him in late. I didn't see him work out. I didn't see him in training camp. I didn't see him in combine. Normally you got to scout these players. I didn't see anything. He came from overseas.
Kevin, I assure you, Kiley was watching him work out.
Kiley got the private workouts. I think at this time I'm gonna take Alyssa Snyder.
Wow.
I'm here for fun. My team's here for fun. I'm here to have a good time.
No, you're gonna win.
I feel like Taylor's gonna win. So like after Taylor, everything was like whatever. Like that's kind of how I saw it.
That's fair.
So I'm actually really, really happy because I decided to play a little defensively whenever I took Monte because I thought y'all would overlook my person, and I actually had her number 4 on my list, and that is Paloma. So I'm going to take Paloma. And I think that's a really good pick 12 players deep.
Sure.
So,
For your last pick in the draft.
with my last pick here, let me look here. I've got to choose between Terrence, aka Uncle Phil, Indy, the flight attendant, Poochie Pooch, and Matt, aka Joe Dirt.
Exotic Dirt. Joe Exotic Dirt.
This is so rough. Okay. Thinking strictly as a winner. I'm gonna take none of them.
You gotta take one.
You know what? Give me Terrence because I like him the most of the remaining.
Why would you do that?
Because none of these four have a chance to win.
So he gets to me right here. I think Terrence is a great pick at this time. I'm looking here, and for me, it's between Pooch and Indy. Pooch, when I look at his bio on Parade, he's got some thick paragraphs. He's an assistant football coach. Me and him could be cheering for football stuff together. He's from Florida. Give me Pooch.
Ugh.
Give me Pooch.
Great.
He's got those mesmerizing eyes. We'll see how it works.
Thing about his eyes.
As CJ said, you screwed the Pooch with that pick.
You screwed the Pooch.
I don't know if that screwed the Pooch. We're towards the end of it. We have Pooch. We have Indy, who's never seen the game before in her life. And then we have Matt, who none of us like. There's not really.
So CJ, before you choose.
Before my pick.
Choose, one second before you choose. This is a really big decision because at our last draft, this is where I chose the eventual winner.
This is true.
So you might hear, CJ, be choosing the next winner.
So, CJ, I want to also give some context. Sheldon, I flew to Toronto this past weekend to collect money from Sheldon because Sheldon told us that Kevin would be the first one out of the game. And he told us that he would give me and Kiley $10 Canadian if he was right and he was the first one out the game. Kevin goes on to win the game. Sheldon then has the caveat that I had to collect the money in person. So I hopped a plane and I flew to Toronto.
You know, even with conversion rate, I don't think you came out ahead.
I did not. It was an expensive trip. It wasn't worth the $10. You know, the best part is Sheldon forgot the money. So that was it.
So then he had to Venmo you.
Who carries money?
But the
Did
point
you pay him in loonies and toonies?
He should have, but he forgot. But here's the important part of that story, though. He had Kevin going out first. As you look at this board, who do you have going out first?
So I had Brittany going out first. And she's on
you
my
already
team.
took her. You already took her.
I already took her. Because you guys talked me into her having legs in this game.
So Sheldon, he's already done your strategy.
I'm looking at Indy, and I'm looking at Matt Turner, aka Exotic Dirt. And to be honest, I don't see a world where Indy can win. And this is a winner's draft, so I gotta go with Matt Turner, and I don't like his chances.
All right.
I, without any real choice, am excited to have the Indy on my team. Why? She's gonna bring the spice, and you never know what she's gonna end up. This is gonna be faster than the Indy 500.
If I ever pick first again, when I get to like the last pick, I'm gonna be like, this is exactly how I expected the draft to fall. This is exactly part of my plan. I wanted this person to fall to me last. I wrote it up like this.
We're going through the cast assessment, and Kevin's like, Taylor? No chance.
No chance.
No chance.
Breaks it down.
Just off-putting. She has terrible strategy. She's ugly.
Yep. And then at the very end, this is exactly what I planned.
Got her.
Came to play. Kiley, run through our teams, please.
All right, running through it. Sheldon with the first pick. got Taylor, and he has Daniel, Jasmine, and Indy. CJ has Michael, Brittany, Joseph, and Matt Turner, aka Joe Exotic.
Ugh.
Kevin has Nicole,
Winner.
Kyle, Alyssa, and Pooch.
One of these people are winning that game.
And me in last place with the best team has Amira, Monte, Paloma, and Terrence.
Okay.
So
Tough
let us
teams.
know in the comments who has the best team and
And
why is
say
it
it
me?
was me. It's always me. It's me usually. Just let them know. Let them know. Make sure. So this is one draft. You could also get a board and get into a draft if you go to the fantasy picks site. We're doing it tonight, Kelly. You have
Yeah,
until
it's open.
tonight to get this done. It's
No,
open
tomorrow.
until tomorrow.
Tomorrow's
You
6
get
Central.
jump in there, make some picks. The fantasy draft on Facebook. Usually
Big
there's
Brother
big money in
Fantasy
this draft. The draft only costs $25, and you get to pick a team on Fantasizer, and you will be able to have a chance to win some monies. So get that in there. I remember when I won the Survivor one, it was like $1,100 that I won. So jump in there, put the monies in there, put your money where your mouth is. Your mouth is, and get it going. In addition, don't forget that we will be giving away this Power of Veto medallion, signed by a former Big Brother house guest. Once we reach 250 subscribers, and once we reach 500 subscribers, we will be giving away this beautiful, look at Kyle's screen, HOH robe.
And probably another signed Power of Veto.
That's right. You heard it here first because I didn't know that either. You will be getting another Power of Veto and an HOH robe at 500. So get your people signed up.
If I don't
Start
keep it
making
for
Twitter
myself.
accounts.
Yes, get them signed up. We'll take bots, whatever. We just need numbers. So get us them numbers going. Join us. Thank you for joining us today. Tomorrow after the episode, join Sheldon and Kiley as they break down, half hour after the episode, break down everything that goes on the initial move-in and the live move-in, and maybe a little bit of feeds. Who knows? Maybe feeds will be up. We'll see what happens. I don't think it will be yet, but they'll have the initial. Then join me, Kiley, and maybe Sheldon on Thursday as we go through the Thursday episode.
Whatever it brings us this week.
Whatever we're doing. And then join me and CJ on Sunday and or Monday. We have to figure that out. And as we break down everything that goes on over the weekend at Big Brother, on the Big Brother, in the Big Brother house. Kiley, you have anything else that we need to go through?
No, eventually, probably Thursday, we will also be having our first The Challenge USA recap after a Big Brother recap.
Yes. So join us for that on Thursday as well. We'll be doing the Challenge USA. CJ, you weren't there for the draft, but Sheldon and Kiley learned all about the Challenge USA Love Island players that they had never seen before in their lives. Sheldon didn't even know what the challenge was. We had to teach him what the challenge was. It was an experience.
I'm just excited for a new challenge fan. It's coming.
Sheldon's here. He's here. Sheldon, you got anything you need to talk to the people about?
Yes. Take care of yourselves.
Julie Chen
Moonbets.
with the comments. CJ, you got anything?
Well, Sheldon took my line, so you stay classy, fans.
San Diego.
Yes. Follow me at KG Fury. I'm on all social media platforms. I will be tweeting about Big Brother all summer long. Follow Kiley at the For the Fans E.
I don't tweet from there. At RealiTEA_TK.
reality_TK. Sheldon, do you have any socials?
Yeah, I go to Starbucks. That's where I go. That's where I have my social time. I have social. Don't follow me. I don't want any of it. I don't know why y'all need to be followed. Leave me alone.
And you can find CJ at Keyboard Sarcasm on all the socials. He has some stuff there. I don't know. He'll be posting. So join us. Thank you for joining us tonight. And I'm ready for this Big Brother season. Summer's here, baby. The summer's here.
Let's go.
We're ready to do this.
I can't wait for Terrence to win. Let's go.
Let's go. Talk to y'all
I
soon.
hope he does. He's on my team.
Bye.